Hi everybody, welcome back to Willie's American Guitars. I got something kind of cool here. This is a Gibson custom shop, 1958 reissue of the Korina Explorer. And for those of you that don't remember the history from the late 50s, beginning in the 1950 came along with Fender's solid body. By the end of the 50s, Gibson started looking a little stodgy with mostly building big jazz boxes and the very simple single cut Les Paul. They needed something pizzazz, and they oddly used Korina wood, which is an African limbo wood, much like mahogany, except not from South America, it's from Africa. And they were using this because it took a stain well, lightweight, and made their pedal steels look elegant. And so they decided to use this because they had a supplier for the African limbo wood. Limbo wood is tough because it comes from Central Africa, and if it gets dragged out, it tends to pick up spores. Many people that buy the wood will buy a log and discover after they cut it, they don't have enough good, clear wood to make guitars. This, however, is just a perfect example. I wish you could see just how gorgeous it is in detail. The little flames in the wood are great. It's a lightweight guitar for having so much mass. The short scale kind of comes in a little bit, so it puts your 12th fret like right there, right where your hand would normally rest. This comes up into your arm. You can actually hang on to the guitar. The Flying V, on the other hand, tended to be a little uncomfortable to play. This sits well on a lap. It looks tough, and it plays fantastically. This has all the vintage features. A slightly V'd neck that straightens out like most 50s Gibsons, including the most expensive ones. The tapering of the headstock, how it fades back and down and back a little bit. It just has a really nice ring to it, and they're copies of very, very rare guitars. This is the most expensive guitar you could go out to find, even more expensive than Bursts these days, if you could find an original clean Explorer. It comes with a nice case. It is made in the custom shop. It has things like hide glue construction, specialty custom wound pickups, and gold hardware. So it's very much like the originals. In the day, you had to imagine what they were thinking to try to look cool is that the cars from coming up 56, when this was designed in 57 to 58 when it came out, the cars were all about rocket and space travel. This was a tail fin from most cars. You look at the Chryslers and the Chevys from 57, 58, 59, and America had their heads up in the clouds looking for Sputnik and rockets and the future. And that is why they called this at first the Futura, until they decided the name Explorer was a little easier to pronounce. But this custom shop guitar, we are told, is out of stock. So it is no longer available. This guitar was made within a year from now, less than a year old. It is mint condition. It has all the paperwork and this gorgeous case that actually looks so much like an original Explorer. We have handled 2 original Flying V's and 2 original Explorers in our 35 years. They are extremely hard to find and very expensive. So this guitar is a lot less than you would have spent new, and now they're not available anymore. And we all know what that can sometimes mean. So here I am playing through my Magnatone Super 15. rock machine. Great sustain out of it, a really comfortable guitar to wear and play. It looks fantastic. It's rare even now. They only had enough Korina wood for a certain number. This is true of all the limited edition Korina wood guitars. As they cut through the wood, they realize they don't have as much as they thought, and they have to discontinue because there's just too much mineral streaking to make this gorgeous finish. This is a guitar. All right, I just wanted to show this to you. It is like new with all the hang tags, the beautiful case, and it is an exacting copy of the original for you to share and maybe even pair up with that delicious Marshall sounding hand-wired Magnatone amplifier. That's all for now.